Krista does seem to have fixed the bug with automatic markings. Well done, Krista. On it, as usual. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy of a Team England virtual Grand Tour match. This one's kind of interesting. Sadly, it would have been more interesting, but representing Team England is Wolfin, who is the captain of Team England, but not on Team England. Didn't choose himself. And that means that it's not a Team England player playing, representing Tactics and Theatrics Joseph, who is on Team Wales. So it could have been Team Wales versus Team England. It's a shame that Joseph drew Wolfin, I think, because we could have had an actual preview of what a game that could have happened at Eurobowl. Wolfin has brought onions. I'm just going to call them onions and go with Jim's thing. It's funny. And Joseph has brought Necro. Joseph, I believe, the newest member of Team Wales, but is on the national team, so doesn't get cut any slack for being new. So we've gone with the strip wrestle catcher, which I do believe is the best use of the stack on onions. I do also like I do also like the Bloodstep Frenzy as a stack. I feel like, especially in tabletop, you could take advantage of, bad players, but he's like gonna be happy he didn't have it in this because he's drawn Necro. Onions, because union can be said as onion, right? UINON, onion. No, Joseph is not from Llanfair, Pwllgwyngyll, Golgerill, Llandrobel, Llandysylio, go. Oh, are we going to do it? I'll be honest with you. That's pretty good. He should have been forward one, but that's pretty good, right? There we go. Let's give immediate and total props to both players for having setups that weren't shit. If in my opinion, the Fleshy should have been on the LOS. You don't care if they get based on the LOS on a solid defense, right? The Fleshy should have been on the LOS. And if you want a full anti-blitz defense, the zombies behind this Fleshy and the shoe hands is here, and they can just go back and get the ball. But this is reasonable. Like, absolutely reasonable. However, what's actually happened is a disaster. The werewolf in the middle of the LOS has caught the ball. Luckily for him, he's got two block werewolves, so he doesn't have to worry too much that the wrestler one caught the ball because they both got block. Immediate removal because onions are shit. Hit a wrestler, immediately rolled a 1 in 9 because that's what happens when you hit a wrestler. Okay, so I will say, despite the setups being good, you might notice that at no point has he moved any of these other players before rolling dice. Like, again, half a point for the setup, 0 points for turn ordering. Yes, that's meaningless, isn't it? Because tabletop people are all kinds of shit. So it's just an example of which teams do better when your opponent is garbage. And as it turns out, the fast dodge teams are in fact better. Tomb Kings are not surprising, really, are they? Tomb Kings are a really good tabletop team. Their main uh, issue in other formats is decay, killing runs because Tomb Guardians die. Yeah, they're the elves. They're the dodge fast elves that didn't get nerfed. So they have bench. They have enough players. They have a lot of skills. Woodies have no bench, no Apo. They can just get banged out. I'm very worried that he's setting up here to hand off back to the Shuahans. Just keep it on the wolf. It's got block and it's movement 8. Like, is he that scared of the strip ball wrestle? It doesn't have dodge. Like, you can just protect the wolf. That was a 1 in 9 to disaster, wasn't it? This is not even covered. Imagine if you drop that ball and it goes there, or back on the wolf and out the top. You just lose. Oh, I absolutely hate this. I thought we were going all in and people were gonna like follow and stuff. We're just, this is your best player now. You've stacked on it and you're just hanging it out. Doesn't have dodge to protect it. It's armor 7. It seems like a terrible plan. Again, dice rolled before we even stand players up. Doesn't die immediately. Went for the dodge and didn't bother re-rolling it. Okay. I feel I would have just stayed there. It feels strong to just stay there, right? That has to dodge away and then you're free. I'd have just done this one dice instead. Doesn't get a POW. Doesn't re-roll it, interestingly. I mean, it's not an amazing POW, is it? Because obviously that's where he sidesteps anyway. So it does give you the one dice on the ball if you POW. So, it's a good POW, but you have used a reroll already somewhere, have we? Or we only have 2. I missed where a reroll was used then. Do we only have 2 rerolls? Oh no, wait, this here. Skull, POW, push, reroll. No, wait, that was... Yeah, that's it. What? Okay, hang on. I need to go backwards. No, that's this turn. Did the onions only have 2 rerolls to start? I'm sorry, hang on. Oh, okay. I did not know they only had 2 rerolls to start. I mean, surely we need a leader thrower here then. We've got a thrower. Oh, I hate that it's only got 2 rerolls. I didn't even notice. You can't be playing with 2 rerolls as pro elves. That's crazy. No wonder he didn't reroll this. We just went in and re-rolled the red dice? What? What? Why did we red dice and then re-roll it? Did we think that was a 1 dice? I don't know what's happening there. That seems just bad in general. Like, if you're going to invest a re-roll in the fucking 2 dice block to give you a 1 dice on the ball. And now the pro elves have taken 3 removals because they're pro elves. That is a blodge stepper. Why the fuck were we blocking that? This is not going well, I'll be honest with you. This, just staying there and using guard to protect. I don't hate that. Like, he's not panicking at least, which is nice. What? Okay, so no, that's not the way you do it, is it? So, I mean, that sucks because we've just snaked a dodge. But you probably wanted a chain out there, didn't you? So if you're going to do a play here as the pro elves, you can fill the gap here, look, and just red dice the wolf and chain the ball out for a 2 dice on the ball. I mean, that seems to be the most obvious play. 3+3+ to just stick the ball out here, and then you just get 2 dice on the ball. I thought he was doing something like with moving players around, and then he just ended up doing nothing and then snaking. That does seem like the best play, in my opinion. I don't know what these players are going where they're going for. Like, this seems weird. Like, we've moved to there, and that's a dodge. This is a 1 dice. Did he think that was going to be a 1 dice? Like, it looked like he... Because that's also a chain, right? But we've moved, like, half the players to squares that don't do anything. Like, this player does nothing here. I don't know what he was trying to achieve. But I think the best play was just red dice in the wolf straight off the bat, seeing if we get the pushes. Then we can, if we don't get it, right? It's only a 30% to roll a skull. If we don't get it, if he takes a double down or whatever, then we can just try another turn, right? Try something else. But if we do get it, then that's 2 dice on the ball, and you probably win. Of course, I'd have a third reroll, so there's also that. Are we blitzing? We're blocking this fucking sidestepper again. Jesus. Oh, he didn't use sidestep. That was nice. I like that he didn't use sidestep there. Good job. Not getting the powers this turn. That's a big hit with that fleshy. And we've got another chain. Maybe. Sort of. Sure. Not the best chain, is it? Huh. This one's worse than the previous ones. But you can 1 dice chain this into something. So we can put someone on this zombie. Actually, we can just stand this wrestler up. Stand the wrestler up. Dodge 1 dice. Hit the wolf to chain up and out here. Then what can you do? Because the ball being there is a lot better than the ball being there, right? There is a guard in play here, which is kind of obnoxious. So then you probably red dice the ball and pushes it out there. He's standing, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, so that's the play, isn't it? So you stand up here, you dodge, you 1 dice. That chains the ball to there. Then you can red dice the ball with the block piece, which isn't bad, is it? Again, 70%. He can't take the double down. So you either sack it then or push it out onto the wrestler, which is 2 dice on the ball again. Every turn there seems to be 2 dice on the ball that Wolfen's not looking for. Even though earlier he red diced the ball and re-rolled it. Like, these are much better dice than that. So that's a 1D without block. Okay, he's dodging and doing the 1D on the ball. Okay, at least he went for something and he actually got it as well. That's okay. Like, that was totally fine. I don't know which is better or worse, but mine ended up with 2 dice on the ball, but he did have a red dice in the middle. And, the 1 dice was with block. Someone would have to samba that, but at least he actually went for something, right? Better than last turn. And he ended up getting the sack as well, which is nice. Oh, God, and a removal, which is... Oh, my God. And a horrendous scatter for the Necro. What an incredible scatter. That guy hasn't even... I was about to say that guy hasn't even activated, and he immediately fails a dodge into self-removal. Okay. To be fair, the scatter was lucky, but it's ended up like even worse for the Pro Elves than if the scatter hadn't been lucky, which is pretty hilarious. And yeah, I mean, this is the problem with it's a problem with Woodies too, but it's just the problem with Pro Elves. Any of the Armor 7 teams, this can happen to. 5 players down now. Have we given up here? Like, this block feels givey uppy, like taking these blocks. Feels like we just given up on the drive. I don't blame him, 5 players down, like there's nothing wrong with that, but we're just hitting regen, block, armor 8 pieces in the hopes of a Kaz. Like, that doesn't also seem like a good plan. Could have just dodged and blitz a wolf or something. Now we're doing this. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This doesn't seem to be anything. I think it's also the limitation of the 2 reroll build we've seen, hasn't it? We didn't reroll something that could have sacked the ball. We didn't have a reroll left for that game-winning dodge, probably. Like, 2 reroll build seems awful. I don't know why we haven't got a leader thrower. That zombie should have been in the cage. The zombie should have been in the cage. There's no reason to have this just be a YouTube cage. It should be a 6+ dodge to get in there. I do like this pressure being 5 L's down, only 6 on the pitch. I do like how the pressure has ended up. Gives him something, right? Doesn't get the pows there, which is really nice. Dozen 1 in 9. That was a huge dodge. That's not the right square to put him. So that's not the right square to put him, because that's a 4+ dodge. Instead of if he's up 1, that's a 5+ dodge. That was a mistake, wasn't it? I don't know what that was about. But that block there was a mistake, because obviously that's where he's going to go on sidestep. Well, it ended up not being anything anyway. I was going to say, you can't backline here, because sidestep can be countered for a 1 turn. And still could be here. Not likely with no rerolls, but still could be countered, I think. Some 1 in 9 dodges round the back. But I mean, no rerolls. Pretty awful. So you fill these 2 back squares with 1 in 9 dodges, and then someone 1 in 9 dodges through and blitzes from the back. Because if it's all full, then you can use a chain to get the first push, maybe. Probably not with 3 KOs. But in general, there's a possibility of doing a 1 turn with this guy. But not with 3 KOs and only 1 bench, so set up for the timeout and hope for the best. Or just get solid defense done and not even get a block. And then the neck will get a blitz. However, again, just to be clear, Team England captain, not on Team England, had set up an anti-blitz defense right here. It's a weird one, but it is one. Credit where credit's due. Someone fucking watches the videos and listens. I mean, the Blodge Steppers should be on the LOS. There's no reason for them not to be, as they have dodge. Stops these back ones from being based like they are. Wrestle, man. It just fucking attracts 1 in 9s. It's crazy. Goes in the crowd. Wait, it's on a thrower? Ooh. I don't like that. I would immediately put the ball on a Blodge Stepper. Or on maybe the dodge catcher, but that's a snake now, so probably just the Blodge Steppers that he didn't tag. Don't like the ball being on a thrower. Because that's now a 1 in 36 later that you've got to do for no reason. I do like that he's dackering. We don't see a lot of dackers. Gets the pow there too. Barely seen any dackers in these games. Tabletop late to the world of the dacker. Actually, it's not a great dacker, is it? Because he's too close. Oh, God. That's even closer. Okay. So, not the best dacker, but at least there's something that's happening. Wait, why is Joseph not... Okay. Joseph not basing the dodgeless ones is a mistake. I don't know why he's not bullying here. They're close enough to bully and force dodgeless dodges with 2 rerolls. That's exactly what you want. Not moving these wolves. Not moving any... Not standing up before rolling dice. You're not going to reroll a dub skull here on turn 1 with 2 rerolls. Move your fucking players. Stand your player up. Look, they're just moving. That's where they should have been in the first place. And not bullying these front lines with the fleshies and the zombies and the wraiths. Bad. Just bad. Allowing all of this. No dice rolling now here. Just free movement backwards. They're still too close. They should be back 1 more line so the The Wraiths can't reach. But it is a nice spread. Full pitch width. This is not a good Daka defense. Don't know what those zombies are doing standing close together in the middle here. This is a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, the necro part of his team is doing a lot of work here. that is quite the interesting shape, he says, knowing that it's shit. Why are the fleshies not covering the sidelines? Why are you allowing people to just come around the outside of your lines on a Daka? That is a very, very bad Daka defense. And I'm guessing, as I said, because he's the newest member of Team Wales, and newest as in like newest to Blood Bowl, that he doesn't have a lot of experience defending the Daka, and this, shows this is pretty awful. The fleshies obviously should be here and here. That's the you have to knock down then to take the outside of the pitch. They should be one back because he couldn't reach closer than that line, so there's no reason to go with him. He should be there. Fleshies should be there, and they should be equal on the front, and the behind the fleshies, full columns across the pitch with the Spear Wolf couple back in the middle. That's the best position here. No reason for it to be anything other than that. It's really simple. This is what you shouldn't be allowing immediately. It's terrible. This is bad from Wolfin as well. That ball can be based now. That shouldn't be allowed. There's no way the ball should be baseable here. That should be a flashy where the ghoul just went. The flashy should always be in that column. And that guy's off the pitch because Wolfin forgot Frenzy existed. So did I for a second, to be honest. One of those things that I have, even like for all of the shit that people give me for crapping on people, like the thing that I make the mistake the most is giving people the benefit of the doubt. Genuinely, that's the thing that I fail at the most. Like sometimes I'll miss that you can just sack the ball, like on a one dice or whatever, like because I'm like, no one would leave the ball just in range of being sacked. My brain doesn't even comprehend it. So yeah, I just completely forgot that like that he could just get surfed because like my brain's like, nah, no one's gonna let them surf in this match. But he's the sidestepper, not the guy there. So yep, loses a player to a shitty surf. But like this is not great from the Necro, is it? He hasn't covered the breakaway, hasn't based the ball, not forcing any dice rolls really. This is just a score, isn't it? So like he throws a pass to him, who comes round and hands off to him, and we're away. Like we're just away. Two sidesteppers come up with him. Nothing you can do here to stop that from being a breakaway score. Okay, we're not doing that one. We're blitzing the wolf. Are we just handing off to him and coming and hiding behind these players? We are. Oh, we're hiding in the corner? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So this allows you to be cut off, doesn't it? That's the problem with this. This just allows you to be cut off. We got another catcher getting surfed. So we get a catcher surfed, and then we can create like a line around. We should base the thrower so we can't hand off back to the thrower and throw a pass. So this Fleshy comes up and stands there because it's the same as the column here. Fleshy comes here, and we double base probably with the wrestler. Fleshy maybe comes here to base him. We surf him, and we like double screen to stop the ball from getting through. I am not going to bother like laying it out, but like you should get the gist of that, right? That's what I would do. I wouldn't do this. I'm already not on board with any of this. Double basing someone who has nerves of steel is not useful. Fleshy not basing the thrower. Yeah, this is not good. Kills him. Not that it matters if he gets a... And oh god, he's not even bothering to like double screen. Oh, okay, he's going in with the thing. This feels like the play is what I said, right? Dodge, hand off back to the thrower, throw a pass to like the Nerves of Steel guy maybe, or just throw a pass to him because you're going to clear him up with this blitz. Oh, wait. No, hang on. I've done it again. That's not a screen. Jesus Christ. I just keep giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like, my brain just doesn't comprehend that people could just not bother to make that a proper screen. So, yeah, like, we don't even need to do what I said. We can just hand off to him. We don't need to give it to the thrower because we've just not screened this. This is just a complete line down the middle. Jesus. Okay, this was an absolute pig's ear of a turn from the Necro. Worse than even I thought. I'd have shouted about him more if I'd, like, not blanked on that not being a screen. Well, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then dodge, go for the pow. Failed the dodge, burnt a reroll, just what the Pro Elves wanted. Doesn't get the pow. Doesn't reroll. Gets a 1D that's not a 6 and then just stays there. I mean, this can stall again, right? You can stall again here. Oh, maybe not. We'll see what happens up here. Okay, now we probably can't. What a shame. Could have stalled there. If he hadn't made those dodges, he could have stalled. Ends up scoring early, which is not the best. But that was a pretty bad Daka and a pretty bad Daka defense. It's a shame. Up until that point, this game was semi-decent at least. Both of them setting up decently, which is nice. Nice to see. But like the Daka and the I guess again, like tabletop just behind on the how to Daka. No wonder Saul just shits on people with rats, right? Seemingly don't have a clue how to attack her. Was that the blitz? Why wouldn't you hold him in place if that was the blitz? Just hold him in place. Allowing the other players to move. He bangs a foul in. Love it. Yep. Necro on one side of the pitch. No one to move to the other. Not a great 3-turn development. Needed to take more space. Needed to have someone capable of scoring better than this. That's it now, isn't it? It's just the wolf, right? It's going to end up being just the wolf. Can stick the other wolf in and probably should have done before rolling dice. Or just Kaz someone, what do I know? But they're all now on the right-hand side, so if he does the same thing again... Let's see if he does a correct columns defense, because it should be a grid, not columns in this day and age. Since Blood Bowl 2020 introduced jumping, columns got out of style. Don't know why that's one back. This looks like he's going to do columns instead of a grid. Yep. Okay, so this is the thing, isn't it? 5 years Blood Bowl 2020 has been out. Come on, people. I'll explain why in a second, once he's finished his setup. Let's give him a chance first. Alright, so he's fucked it up. So, Wolfen, if you watch this, people who are from Tabletop who are apparently late to the world of Blood Bowl 2020 somehow. So the problem with doing columns is this is what you used to do, right? Back in the day for like 20 odd years, this was the correct play, columns. Because no matter what, you have to... I mean, to be fair, he's got Frenzy, so it's probably not the best play anyway. But, so what you can do now in Blood Bowl 2020 is knock this front guy down with a POW and then just jump over him. So it's a 4-3 instead of a 4-4-3 to dodge through the tackle zones. People should know that already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also, this guy went in the wrong square. He should have been over here. You do a grid. Instead of closed columns, you just do 2 back. So if you knock him down, it doesn't matter. Can't jump him. You're jumping into a tackle zone. You still have to do 4-4-3. You just need to be 1 square back. Also, this guy's just in the wrong square. I don't even know what he's doing. Nothing is the answer. He should be over here because this 12, 11, 10, 9, this is a 3+, and then we blitz him, and then it's a 2-2. Oh, there's a butt coming from PC. What is the butt, PC? Oh, okay. So yes. I mean, it needs to be anyway. It's in the these are in the wrong squares anyway because this ghoul can score 12, 11, 10, 9. The ghoul can just score on a 3-2-2. This guy just went in the wrong square. I mean, these guys shouldn't be where they are anyway, because the ghoul can, even if he was in the right square, you knock him down and the ghoul can 1 in 9 dodge and score. And the ghoul has dodge built in, so it's better for the ghoul to do it. Building a bauble box. Wait, building a bauble box, but got bored with building the bauble box in the middle of building it? And then failed the score. Failed the 3-2-2. Unlucky Joseph, should have won. I didn't like just getting bored with building the bauble box. Even had a no hands piece to put in there as well that can't possibly catch the ball accidentally. Pretty shit, wasn't it? Like, can't be asked to finish building this. It's super weird. Yeah, just build a meat cube and then can get out. Anyway, the first half was better than a lot of the Team England games. The second half was a fucking mess, like awful from both players. Really bad Daka, really bad Daka defense. You got to assume that that's just from lack of experience of it. I guess Daka just hasn't reached the world of tabletop yet. I've started talking about the world of tabletop like 1980s East Germany. Like soon they'll be getting color TV and blue jeans. But again, Team England, a little bit lucky. Should have lost there really at the end with a 3-2-2 with a reroll. Sad that that didn't happen. So, but at least that game did have a bunch of stuff like interesting to analyze, thanks to the Daka and the different positions that they were in. It was certainly more interesting than some of the other games, even if it was mostly analyzing what they did wrong. At least it is still useful to learn things from. Anyway, that was actually more interesting than previous games. So see you in the next one. Hope it's as interesting as this one. So I'll be honest with you. I think I'm not going to do another one. I feel like doing another one will make me miserable. Yes, we've had a lot of that for the Team England games, Muppet. Hardly, and Team England have been blitzed on like twice in like 50 games. It's been ridiculous. I mean, you got to assume that's why they don't bother setting up properly in the first place. Like, because if you only play 50 games a year, you get blitzed on twice, you know? I get blitzed on every week. Tabletop players, like, if they get blitzed on once every 5 months, slower to learn.